how do you find competing with people that you know, like you were competing with Sandy? Do you find that competing with people that you know, with people who are really competitive, helps pushes you? Or would you just be as competitive if you were racing with no one that you knew there?
No, when I know someone, it definitely helps me. Yeah, it's also because you know what they're capable of. I've been in races before where like people have gone out hot, and like it's hard to gauge. Then you don't know, am I having a bad day? Is it like should I be pushing more? Are they going out and I need to try and chase that down? Like it's all well and good being like race your own race, but you know when you know you're trying to look for a podium spot or a world spot or wherever it is, you do get caught up in it a little bit. So it's having confidence then to know that you stay in your lane and do your thing. But when you know what someone's capable of doing, like I know what Sandy was roughly going to run. I knew he was going to be like a minimum 59. You know, he done 58 was fantastic, but it was like I was not going to hit that. So for me, it was like that's not where I'm at right now. But I know I can do this run. I know I can, you know, get back on the run tail if it comes back around. Like I knew what Malt was roughly going to be able to do on the day. You know, I knew roughly what these guys were capable of doing and the people around me. So it really helped me gauge and pace how my performance was going as I'm going around, and that's helpful.
So I guess for both of you guys, post-race DOMs.
Yeah.
What hurts the most? Is it the glutes, the legs?
Top, like you know, the way you rest your pint on Beyonce's bum. You know, the top of the glute.
No, mine's the bottom of the glute.
Is it near the hole? I wonder why that is. You were clubbing last night till 3 a.m.
That's why I've got these padded seats.
Yeah.
The bottom of the glutes. The bottom of the glutes.
Mine's the top.
Mine's in tatters.
Mine's in misery.
And Martin's nowhere to be seen.
Martin's having KFC.
Yeah. Do you? What about? Would you say? Because you do. It's all full body, isn't it? So you expect your hamstrings, even your toes, to be in bits. Do you find after that type of workout on the next day, is it a full rest and relax, or is it recovery stations? Have you got anything programmed for recovery specifically after Hyrox?
I've got a 40-minute, very easy bike planned for tomorrow. That's it.
But today you did nothing.
Today I did a 15-second press-up comp.
Okay. If anyone's laughing or wants to know what's happening right now, there's been a bit edited out of this video. This is the after effect. Someone was rallied and managed to go out and experience Berlin to its fullest. I got a few shapes thrown and a few party moves thrown in there, so that was my active recovery. Maybe not I'm not sure what the science would say on that, but you know, we had a good night, we had a good laugh, and we danced around. And I woke up this morning and I hadn't got out of bed yet, and I was on just over 9,000 steps done. So yeah, that's pretty good going really. So I think that's active recovery.
What do you think about people who have recovery protocols, sauna, Theragun, immediate? What do you think about like those type of recoveries?
I love all that.
Or is it
really
just
good for like when I'm training? I'm pretty much on that, and you are
Same,
too.
yeah,
Right?
I like it. It's good for the mind too.
Yeah.
It does help. Like just sit in a sauna, an ice bath, or like the guns.
Yeah.
I use BFR, blood flow restriction bands, so I put them on my legs sometimes after a hard leg session. And yeah,
I'm all for that. That's amazing. I think it's really important when you're training as much and as often as hard and intense as we do. I do think that like there's a real it's a part of it. So it's another element of the training process: nutrition, recovery, and there's all these nice extra features like we're talking about there, like the guns and the saunas. Sleep as well. Sleep is the most important tool you're ever going to use for recovery. So like yeah, I really do try and get that right. After a race, it's a bit of a blowout. Right? We've worked really hard towards that, and it's like just enjoying that. Like that's a one-off. That's not like okay, big session. It's Friday. We do that. Like that is like I haven't done that for a long time. So it's kind of like okay, just enjoy it. So but normally yes, 100%. And if you get ready for a race and you get ready when you're training, you should look out.
I guess as well as sleep and getting in the nutrition. What do you say about hydration? In terms of pre-race, do you go, do you know what, I need to get at least 6 litres in or 5 litres in pre-race or the day before, or I need to be just as hydrated, or is there a kind of protocol for hydration, either throughout training or before race or on race, that you do specifically to be fully hydrated for Hyrox? Because I'm sure that plays a part. You can't be out there dehydrated.
I don't have a specific protocol. Like I don't have like a set amount of fluids. I do just make sure like in the next like 2 or 3 days leading up to it and the event that I'm putting the right stuff in my body. Like I'm making sure I've got plenty of sodium, magnesium. I've got plenty of water, plenty of fluids. I've been taking Builder, the hydration supplements. So that is just to make sure that I'm getting all the electrolytes and things I need, just to make sure I'm getting the right stuff in my body. So, you know, there's plenty of stuff you can do there, and it's just trying to make sure you're recovering, feeling good, well hydrated before you go into it. And some of that is mental and psychological. I know if I'm taking good stuff in my body, I'm putting the right stuff in, then come race day, I'm going to be able to perform at my best.
So, you smashed this race. When's the next one?
Next serious one for me is Manchester, January 28th. I am going to go to London, but I'm going to do the Open in London. To be honest, I'm not overly keen on the 7:30 start time, so I'm going to go down because the community in Hyrox is awesome. Like, I really enjoy it, and like, a lot of people, I've got quite a few athletes racing, so I'm going to go down, do the Open, support a few people, say hello, and just be involved because it's a cool place to be, and then shoot back up to Liverpool before it gets chaotic and too late for me. And nearly bedtime. See, sleep is important. So, prioritise, and then Manchester.
So for people who see you hitting these PBs and they want to replicate or try to work just as hard as what you do, what would you say to those people who go, what can I do, how should I train?
So check out jfitpt.com and get yourself a structured training program. It's legit. Like, you can spend all the money you want on expensive gear and nutrition and all this other supplements and all that other stuff, but if you haven't got structure, if you're just going in and doing random wads, it's structure and progression and overload is key. And sometimes, like, coaches have coaches, and it's good to have the accountability of having someone else program what they believe from the data is your weakness and build that up and get you better at something. And someone who's looking at it from an objective point of view. And if you're not at that point and you are just starting and you want to just get going, and I would say build up very slowly and progressively overload. Don't go out and try and replicate someone's like training program like Sandy's or myself and trying to do all that kind of work that you see other people doing. Don't worry about it. Start. Anyone can do a Hyrox, and that's the nice thing about it. Go and like start slow, build up the running slowly. It is mostly running. Work on that, get a good base, aerobic capacity, be able to feel comfortable running, and the rest will fall into place.
So about PBs, Sandy.
Yeah.
So after coming and getting a huge sub 59, what are the next heights? What's the next goal?
So the next goal for me has to be podium.
Didn't you say take Hunter's other world record?
But no, I didn't say that. I might have said that actually. My next step is to podium at Euros. That has to be my next. So that's my next big aim. I need to pay there, because these weekends travelling for Hyrox are pricey.
So for people who want to find you, where should they go? Is it what's your social media?
Social media is Sandy6000. Find me on there. Give me a follow, and
Yeah.
I'm here to inspire.
For people who want to learn from you, where should they go?
Where should they go? My programming page. So mine into Wenish. I've also got a TM programming on Instagram, so you can give us a follow, drop us a DM on there. Yeah, I'll chat with you about programs and things, and Hyrox in general.
Fantastic. Thank you.